So with that in mind, then we have the next person to go, who is Ferrith.
I had an idea, and it kind of flies in the face of what Itasha did. So I need to reassess for a moment, and uh, I do understand what the ghost is saying. I mean, despite the said she's speaking kind of archaic language, I do get what she means.
Oh, and if you want that monster knowledge roll, you go right ahead.
Oh no, nice. That's going to
Technically,
make my day.
for monster purposes, we are calling her a ghost, but in monster terms, she is a death shade.
Okay, perfect. I took also mythology lore because I wanted to have some,
Oh, that's a good
connection
idea too,
for
but just let's do the monster knowledge first.
yeah.
Because every monster has a little section in it about what you learn from the, you know, from your role. Incidentally, if you are interested in one of these days in perusing your rulebook, this particular kind of nightshade, being a death shade, has pale green eyes.
And I
Staring
roll.
I
into
got the rulebook
pale
here. Don't
yellow
mess with the
eyes,
rulebook.
which are staring back.
That's right, of course. And so, what do we have for your monster knowledge?
I roll a 39 and my score is 36, so I don't figure out much.
Oh, bummer.
Yes.
Also,
Yeah.
I'm kind of bummed the monster knowledge section doesn't seem to be very extensive in this regard. Um,
Well, that makes me feel better. Because,
yeah, I don't know if I'd have to go back and look at the monster knowledge skill to be sure. But one of the things that's kind of nice about the other undead in this is that when you make your monster knowledge roll, you know how to banish them.
yeah, it's
That's
one
kind of
part
cool.
of the monster knowledge. Yeah, it says you
Pretty
get to
practical, right? So,
exercise
right,
monsters. Yes.
yeah. So let's see here. Um, however, you know are
Yeah.
not up on your nightshades. Now that brings us then to the end of the turn, except for one person who had rolled, and that person uh, shouts to Ferrith and says, "Hey, Ferrith!" And over there by the bags of sand, and clutching up as much as he can as one person with two unwieldy bags is Had. And he's saying, "I can get you out of here. Let's go."
Okay. I will answer when
Mm-hmm.
I get my action, I guess.
Mm-hmm. And so that brings us to the fun in this system of all of our rolling of further. So that's d6 plus 5, and then that is um, hold on a second. D4 plus 5. Okay, I'm completely failing to find my things. And I wrote it all out in a really organized way too. I've got like all my little sheets laid out, and I wrote them down and printed them out and stuff like that, and scanned a few pages, printed them out, and I was really good. But for some reason, perhaps due to the lateness of the hour, I am doing badly. Okay, so here she's there. Tokevt is d6 plus. Um, oh wait, that's right. He's coming in. Tokevt comes in too now with his banish and or sorry, yeah, with his banish, and he the two that are on him basically take an immense amount of damage. Let me review how much damage that they take. Um, which is right here. So that's going to be a major miracle. That's 30 points of damage to each of them. So that's pretty hardcore. Um, right. So the two that are on him basically shred apart. They're still there, but he is, done, an immense amount to them. That, as a major miracle, just blew a huge amount of miracle points. So that just happened. Okay, so I rolled for her, and I'm going to roll for him now for his initiative, and that's going to be um, a 6 again for him, depending on whatever it is he does. That's going to add to it. And then for Ithala, that's going to be here. I hope everyone else is rolling their initiatives. So,
Mm-hmm.
okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah, I
that's
did.
going to be 7 and 8. Okay, so that's 8, and then that leaves us with the ghosts, which are the D. That's the D10, right? God, keep feeling like I keep picking up the wrong die. Oh wow. Okay, so they're going to be coming in hard and hot. Okay, so I've got my, and then the warriors themselves actually are going to be coming in with their. Oh yeah, these guys are fast. Actually, they got really hammered last time with their bad rolls, but this time they're not slow at all. Okay, that puts us with Ferrith at what?
Damage 2.
Wait, initiative.
Yeah, 2.
Okay, 2. Ithasha?
4.
Everybody's quick this time. Vefselk.
I also got a 2.
All right. Well, you guys are awful quick here.
I thought I was fast.
I know. So Vefselk and Vefselk, let's look up there with you guys. What this means is that you're able to actually get some fair distance now. But it is the moment basically when Avmek, checks with you and says, um, can we seek your people? It's basically saying, are your people a safe place for us to go?
Now, just like player knowledge wise, probably not, right? Just going back to them without having kind of completed this mission I was sent on, that wouldn't be probably too great. So I guess Vefselk would just shake her head.
Okay.
And her expression is basically communicating like, I thought you had a plan.
Right. Okay, I see. Well, he says
But she doesn't say that.
he said then we have two ways. One, to go to Casca's people, who we have dealings with. Our shaman helps him. Make a quick intelligence check on that one, by the way.
Okay. Get my... Oh, I succeeded. Okay.
Well, if you take a look at the nature miracles for the shamans, and if you think about some hyenas, and you think about the relationship between the Quail tribe and Casca and his group, you can see why Casca could have had control over a particular hyena.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. So he says, well, that's one way is that way. Another is he says we can seek, one of the far tribes away from the river. um, and and I have, he says, I know a lot of the other, we range into the same territories, the hunters, the solitary hunters, and you know all about that, right? You're wandering through areas that are, less known as this tribes or that tribes, and the hunters kind of have these truces, which basically, they get along or help each other regardless of what tribe they're from. And so he's speaking in those terms. He's saying, well, we'll go and we'll see where we may find a place.
Yeah, I think she's like, yeah, she just gives a short nod to the second
Excellent. Okay.
option.
Now you will also point out he looks over toward the area or the direction that you actually came from, and his whole glance and the way he looks at it is very much like not that way.
Right. Yeah.
Because that's haunted out there. Right. So
yes, sure.
And so anyway, that's that's your interaction with him. So I can think of a couple of other things that I might do for maximum drama with you two, but it might be overkill at the moment. You may also consider that you asked about like player knowledge.
Yeah.
If Ciselvel had sent people to follow up after you and at least observe, then it's not inconceivable that there were trackers over this entire adventure who at least kept tabs on where you were and would have traded off sending runners back to the tribe as the next one took their place. So it's not inconceivable. Whether that actually happened or not, it's at least possible. Depends on how much he cared.
Right.
I mean, if he just basically sent you off, flip of the coin, maybe I'll get something cool, or whether this was something really dedicated on his part, you don't know.
Right. So, okay, well, yeah, that's good to know. I think that's definitely the furthest thing from Bethsel's mind. She just hears far away, and she's like,
there.
That's where I'm fucking heading. Yeah.
Okay. Good enough. Now, in that case, the next person to go is going to be, let's see, we've got the ghosts and we've got Ferrith.
So, just a question: if I'm, how far away is ahead from me?
Well, let's go back to our map, which has eluded me. There we are. The less papers you have in front of you when you're doing this, the more likely it is that the one you want is perfectly situated under another page and is completely invisible. So, from you, actually, he's quite close. I mean, we're talking 3 squares. I mean,
so I can get to him and
easily.
Still be able to interact with Itala.
Yeah,
speaking,
Tell me what you do.
I want to move to Had, which I guess you said he was grabbing the bags.
Right. As best he could. Yeah.
Without taking it out of his hand, but I just wanted to grab on a bag to show it.
That's good. He can't carry both, especially when they're split open.
So
right.
I will grab on a bag and I will turn to Itala and I will plead with her, and I'm going to make my situation a lot worse, but I will say, wait, and you want your sons to be powerful, to have revenge, and I can use this to make them weapon. They will wield their ancestors when they wage their revenge. Let us go, and I will deliver to them the strength you have displayed today.